My college roommate is moving out at the end of the month after I refuse to get rid of my cat, even though she claims it's triggering her newly diagnosed anxiety disorder. And now our mutual friends are saying I'm choosing a pet over a person who's genuinely struggling with mental health. I'm 21 and my roommate is 22. We've been living together for 2 years in an off-campus apartment. When we moved in together, I already had my cat. His name is Oliver, and I've had him since I was 16. My roommate met him before we signed the lease and said she was fine with cats. Everything was normal for the first year and a half. My roommate would pet Oliver sometimes and never complained. Then about 4 months ago, she started seeing a therapist for stress and anxiety. She was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder and started medication. 2 months ago, she told me she thought Oliver was making her anxiety worse. I asked what she meant. She said having a cat in the apartment was stressing her out because she couldn't control where he went or what he did. I said he's a cat. He mostly sleeps and eats. She said watching him move around unpredictably made her feel anxious. I said I'd try to keep him out of her room more. She said that wasn't enough. Last month, she asked if I'd consider rehoming Oliver. I said absolutely not. She said her therapist suggested removing stressors from her environment. I said, I'm sorry, but my cat isn't a stressor I can just remove. She said her mental health should matter to me. I said it does matter, but Oliver's my pet and my responsibility, and I'm not getting rid of him. She said I'm prioritizing an animal over her well-being. I said I'm not prioritizing anyone, I'm just not willing to give up my cat that I've had for 5 years. She said if I cared about her, I'd understand how serious anxiety is. I said I do understand, but having anxiety doesn't mean everyone around you has to completely change their lives. She said that's easy for me to say because I'm not the one suffering. She started spending more time in her room. She put a towel under her door to keep Oliver from going in. She asked me to keep him in my room when she was home. I said I can't keep a cat locked in one room all the time. She said then she can't live here anymore. I said that's her choice. She said I'm forcing her to move out. I said I'm not forcing anything. She's choosing to move out rather than live with a cat. She talked to our mutual friends. They started messaging me saying I should compromise. I asked what compromise they had in mind. They said maybe I could keep Oliver at my parents' house for a while. I said my parents live 3 hours away and I'm not giving up my cat. They said it's temporary until my roommate's anxiety is better managed. I said anxiety disorders don't just go away and I'm not rehoming my cat temporarily or permanently. One friend said mental health is more important than a pet. I said mental health is important, but so is not abandoning a pet I've had for 5 years. She said I'm being selfish. Another friend said my roommate can't help her anxiety and I'm making it worse. I said I'm sympathetic to her anxiety, but I also can't completely restructure my life around it. My roommate found a new apartment and is moving out in 2 weeks. She sent our friend group a long message about how hard it's been living with me and how unsupportive I've been of her mental health journey. The friend group is split. Half think I should have found a way to compromise. Half think she's being unreasonable. But the ones who think I should compromise are being really vocal about it. One friend said I clearly don't understand mental illness. I said I do understand, but understanding doesn't mean I have to give up my pet. She said that's exactly what it means when someone is struggling. My roommate's mom called me and said I'm making her daughter's anxiety worse by being inflexible. I said I'm not trying to make anything worse, but I'm also not getting rid of my cat. She said her daughter is on medication and in therapy and still struggling, and the least I could do is remove one source of stress. I said the cat was here first and she knew about him when she moved in. She said her daughter didn't know she'd develop anxiety. I said that's true, but it's also not my fault or my cat's fault. Am I the asshole?